Well, good morning, guys and gals. Welcome from the bottom of the Ram Charger. New cross members in. Worked out great. Took away that big hump hanging down. It's down just a little more than my crossover for my exhaust. So that should protect that from getting hit should I get to a low speed bump. But while we were down here, and oh, by the way, if any of you have been interested in what I have for a drive shaft, this is my drive shaft that was produced by Shaft Masters in Livonia. It has a slip joint up here, and then I have a Sonics drive fork that is on there that uses a 1350 U-joint to couple it there, and then it goes to the back here. Now, while I was under here, I came across this little issue. See these marks? Yeah, well, I've lowered this vehicle, and at some point I must have hit a rather large bump, but if you see the two shiny spots right there, that's where the drive shaft has contacted one of the cross beams in the floor. So I'm going to go in and reinforce that. First off, I'm gonna cut it away, so I got a little clearance there, and then I'm going to put a piece of half of a piece of round tubing in there and weld it in, and give me a little relief in there should this happen again. Now, if this was a steel drive shaft, I wouldn't be quite so concerned, but because it's aluminum, I just don't need any more damage to it. I don't want it to be structurally compromised by a big gouge in it. So I'm going to go up in there. I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to cut it out down a little ways, and I'm going to put a piece of tubing in there, half round tubing, so there's like a little concave for it to go up into next time. I've lowered this with van control arms up front, and in the back I have lowered spring hangers up front, and I have longer shackles in the back. That is about as far as you dare go without doing some kind of C-notching. I was a little concerned about the frame. I really didn't realize I was going to have this drive shaft to body support problem. Now, the drive shaft is a larger diameter because it is aluminum. So I'm assuming if you have a steel drive shaft, you probably have something a little smaller than that, and you probably don't have this problem. But I've seen it. I want to fix it. I want to fix it right. Give me an opportunity to do something I don't normally do, you know, welding light gauge steel and do a little work here. I'm going to take out the U-joints or the U-clips in the back, the U-bolts, drop the drive shaft, swing it to the side to get me some clearance. I'm not going to take it all the way out because those Sonics bolts up front, I put them in, they're Allen bolts, and they're metric, and I put them in with a little bit of Loctite, so I really don't want to try to disturb that. So I'm hoping by just dropping this down and swinging it over, I'll have enough room and clearance to get up in there and modify that cross member. I was thinking about just denting it, you know, the old shade tree version of fixing things. But I just decided I've got plenty of time. It's February here in Michigan. We're not in a cruise season yet till May, really, or April. So I got a month or so I thought I would just do this. And also it's another one of those skills I want to try to tackle. You know, doing a little something to modify that and weld on light gauge.